Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to talk about something important, which is your resume making skills. Recently I posted something related to resume template on LinkedIn, and this post went absolutely viral. I got thousands of comments of people asking for the template, and on top of that I got a lot of resumes, pre-existing resumes of a lot of people asking me to change it or to let them know some changes that are required. And out of these, I got resumes from IITians, from SRCC, from St. Stephen's, and to my absolute shock, they were just horrible. The resume quality, the text that was added there, and the kind of experience, the way it was portrayed, it was just awful. And my heart went out to all of the people who went to such amazing universities. I know it takes a lot of effort to go there, and there was nobody to guide them into understanding how CVs are made. So in today's video, I'm going to share some very important tips when it comes to making your CV. It's not going to be everything. It's not going to include all of the things that you need to take care of. That's like a whole new chapter. It would take me hours to teach you all of that. But I'm going to talk about some of the basic pointers that you can take care of and really have a good resume, which at least gives you a shortlist. So watch the video till the end, because the last point is very, very crucial into making your CV. It could be a make or break for many people. So let's jump right in. Coming to the first strategy is going to be the picture that you add in your resume. I mean, it's so redundant and irrelevant to add your own profile photo. So avoid doing that. It takes up a lot of extra space. And there's something called ATS, which is an AI-based selection of your resume. And the ATS can't really identify what exactly a picture is or exactly how you look. So it's quite irrelevant to add a photo of yours. So avoid doing that. It's taking up extra space as well. And most resumes that you'll see of senior executives, they do not have profile photos. So avoid adding that in your resume. And if you think about it from the recruiter's point of view as well, all of us have certain type of bias. And why do you want to add that kind of a bias just based out of your profile photo? Now let's talk about the second strategy when it comes to making your CV, this is something which is important, really, really important. So I had a 22-year-old who sent me her CV, and she had graduated from a DU college, and she had a floral background. And I was completely confused that this is a 22-year-old who's sending me a floral background-based CV. Please don't use such fancy templates. It really does not look professional. It really does not make you look like a candidate who's like really serious about getting this job. It just makes you look unprofessional, really, really unprofessional. Keep it simple, black and white. Don't add these pops of color everywhere in your resume. You think that it's, attracting the person, but it really is not. It looks extremely unprofessional. So avoid any floral background, avoid any color in it, and don't make it multicolored. Please, please don't. Let's come to the third tip when it comes to making your CV. It's making it more than one page. So only senior executives, CXOs, or people who are at higher positions like the VPs, they have a 2-page resume because they have that much of an experience. So if you're a fresher, or if you simply have 2-3 years of work experience, please make it just 1-pager. You don't need to make it 2 pages. I've seen people with even 5 years of work experience not having a 2-page resume. It's just unnecessary information. I mean, what more can you describe in the second page if you only have about 5 years of work experience? It really does not make sense. Keep it 1 page and don't make it text heavy. Any recruiter, they're spending only 7 seconds on your resume. So you're making it 2-page already. It's a lot for them to read. So make it just 1 page and be done with it. And the fourth strategy, or the fourth tip that you can keep in mind, is adding your education first and then your work experience. See, if I'm a recruiter and I want to recruit you, I'm not going to recruit you on the basis of the college you've come from, unless it's a tier 1 college like an IIT or an IIM or SRCC. If you're coming from a normal college and you're putting your education first, it's adding no relevance. And like I said, that a recruiter is spending only 7 seconds reading the resume. So they're just going to skip, because when you talk about your work experience, when you're talking about the impact, that's a lot more relevant compared to where you graduated from or what percentile you got, or what percentage you got in school. So avoid having that kind of a format unless you have certain credentials. So I remember my friend, he works in Canada and he gave the IFC certification, which is very essential to get into banking jobs. For him to put his education first makes more sense because it's on the basis of a certification he's going to get a job. So if you've just graduated from college, if you've just finished your school and you're putting your education first and then your work experience, it really does not make sense. So avoid doing that. Let's come to the fifth point, and that is going to be talking about the impact rather than what you did. So a lot of people would say that I've done this digital marketing internship and I did all of this. Don't do that. Talk about the impact instead. You could say that, I work with 50 plus brands and I increased the profits by this much. Or I work with, let's say, 2 brands, and those 2 brands, I increased their engagement on the social media by this much. So this way you're showing that, I can bring about that change in your company as well. And that's a lot more impactful than simply talking about I did this, I did that. It's really not showing you as an amazing candidate. And there's so many CVs that any person gets on a regular basis. So make sure that the work experience that you're adding, it's talking about impact more than what you did. Now let's talk about the sixth point, and that is going to be within the education. So I've seen a lot of people within the education part itself, they'll write big text. You don't really need to do that. Just simply talk about where you graduated from and what degree you got and at what year. A lot of people skip the year of graduation as well if they're especially very young, because they're applying for roles which are generally given to a lot of seniors. So in that case, it makes sense that you don't add the year. But more than that, you don't really need to add unless you've done something monumental, like gotten a departmental rank 1 or gotten a merit-based scholarship, something like that. And then also it should take you only 1 line, not more than that. So don't add too much in your education part and just make it very crisp. Because unless you've graduated from tier 1 colleges and hold a departmental rank, it really does not make sense for you to add all of that. I have a 7th bonus strategy also, which should come out as very obvious, but having grammatical errors. If you have a grammatical error, your CV is just rejected, because how can you put any grammatical error in your CV itself? So if you can, hire an editor. ChatGPT is not a replacement for editors, so please be mindful of that. So hire an editor if you can and try to, see through if you've made any grammatical errors. If you cannot hire an editor, go through Grammarly. I think that's a lot better option compared to ChatGPT or Claude AI or any other AI software which is helping you provide answers like ChatGPT. Well, I can't share everything in this particular video, but these are 7 very basic points when it comes to making up your CV. So try it out. And do let me know how it goes for you. I will be sharing the resume template as well with you, and I'll put the link for that in my description. I've put it at a nominal price of 50 rupees because it takes me a lot of time to make these templates. If you're really interested in having that template, you can buy that from my nas.io website. Well, that's all for today. I hope you really liked the video. If you have any questions, you can ask me that in the comment section and I'll try to reply to that. And please like, comment and subscribe to the video. It takes me a lot of time to make these videos. So your like, your comment, your subscribe, it just means a lot to me. I remember day before yesterday, I got 2 new subscribers and I was just sitting with my mom and I was celebrating it a lot. Let's see, mom, I got 2 more subscribers. To you, it might seem nominal, but for me, it's like a really big deal. I really celebrate each and every subscriber that I'm getting on my channel, each and every comment that I'm getting on my videos. So please leave that for me. I would really appreciate. So you take care of yourself and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.